In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the triple cross spiral twist on the new Monster Tail loom. So I had come up with this design back in February on the regular rainbow loom, but it was a little bit awkward to do on that loom. So this new Monster Tail loom is perfectly set up to do this bracelet. So you will need to choose 3 different colors, and you'll need about 165 bands to make this. So I have 3 different colors. I have black, a reddish orange, and then a green. So you will start on the left hand side on the bottom pin, and the first rubber band is going to go diagonally up and to the right. It's going to be a long stretch and go all the way to the top pin on the right, and you want to twist just this bottom layer. And now for your second color, that's just going to go straight across from the left hand side to the right in the center and twist. And now the green band is going to go on the top left pin. It's going to be that long stretch down to the bottom right and twist. And now I want to put on a second layer, so I'm going to keep the colors in the same spot for this layer. So I'm starting on the bottom left. I'm always going to start there. It's going up to the far right, and then with this orangish color I'm going straight across, and there's no need to twist anymore. And then with the green I'm going from the top left all the way down to the bottom right. And then you want to push these down. And now I'm going to add one more layer, but this time I'm going to shift all the colors 1 pin in a counterclockwise direction. So I'm still going to be starting on this bottom left pin, but I'm going to change the color to this orange because that's the one that would be the next one up. So it's going to shift back down in this counterclockwise direction. So I'm going to do orange down here, and then next would be green, so that's going to go in the middle. And now black will go on the top. So it might be a little bit hard to visualize, but if you picture this as a circle, just picture all of the colors changing 1 pin over in that counterclockwise direction. Because what's going to happen is this top layer is going to shift, and then they'll be back in line with one another. So now that I have 3 layers on, I want to take the bottom layer off. And so I'll just go around to all 6 pins. I'll start on the left here. I'll grab the bottom one and pull it over the top and into the middle. Just work my way up the left side here, and then go to the right side, and again just take that bottom rubber band off, putting it into the center, and then push down. And so now what I want to happen is I want all of these rubber bands to shift 1 pin over in a clockwise direction. So I will start on the top left here. I'm going to take this top rubber band, and what I need to do is take this off and move it to the pin above, and it's not going to stay there, it's just going to be there for a placeholder. So now I have an empty pin, so I can start shifting these. So the band in the center is going to move up, and then the band at the bottom left is going to move into the middle. So you can see they're going back on the right colors now. Now the one on the top right here on the bottom is going to move over to the left, and the one in the middle will shift down. And now this orange one on the top is going to come into the center. And now finally I have this pin open that I can take this one from the top and move down to the right here. So you can see now they have shifted 1 and they're all on the right colors. And I'm going to push this down. And so from now on I'm going to add the colors in that same order. They're going to be shifted 1 pin counterclockwise as they're placed on. So the orange is in the middle, so it's going to move down here. So I'm always going to be starting on the bottom left, and from now on I'll always be starting with this orange color. And then in the middle is going to go green, and then at the top here down to the bottom right is going to go black. And so then I want to remove that bottom rubber band from all 6 pins. So I'm making sure to do that step next. And just be careful as you're pulling these off that you're not taking any of the upper bands with it. Push that down. And now I want to shift the upper layer. So again, I'm starting on the top left. Just grabbing this top rubber band and moving it up as a placeholder here. And now I have room to start shifting these over. So green will go on top of green, and the orange will move up so it's with the other orange. And now on the bottom right here, this black will shift over to the left, and this green will come down. The orange will come down, and now finally I have a spot for this black one to come down to the right. And now they should all be lined up again, and push this down. So that is the pattern that we're going to follow every time. So I'll show you this one more time. I'm starting on the bottom left, and I'm going to do orange. And then in the middle, straight across, is going to go green. And then diagonally the other way is going to be black. And now I want to take the bottom rubber band off of all 6 pins. And now I want to push this down. And now I'm going to shift the top layer. So the black is going to move to the top here, just as this placeholder. And now everything can shift one over in that clockwise direction. And here at the bottom, it's going to move from the right over to the left. Now these can slide down. And then finally the one at the top can move down to the right. And your bracelet will start to grow through the bottom. It is a pretty thick bracelet, and you can see it's starting to form this spiral pattern already. So I'm just going to continue on in that same pattern. When you have your bracelet to the length that you'd like it and you're ready to take it off the loom, you should have 2 rubber bands on each of the pins. So the first thing you're going to do is remove that bottom rubber band from all 6 pins. And then you're just going to have 1 single rubber band left on all of the pins. And I'll start on the bottom right here. I'm just going to take this green band and stretch it diagonally up to the left. And now I will take the band in the middle on the right and move that over straight to the left. And then the band that's on the top right, I'm going to move diagonally down and to the left. So now on the left hand side I have 3 pins and they all have 2 bands on. So I'm just going to take the bottom rubber band from each of the pins, and then that will leave me with 3 rubber bands, 1 on each pin, and I am going to get those on my hook. Just going to get all 3 of them, and now I can take this out. And I'm going to take a clip. I have an S-clip here. You can use whatever you have available. I'm going to hook these 3 rubber bands through one side of the clip. It's going to secure those loose ends. And then I'll just go to the other side here and just pick up a couple of bands from the end. And I'll get them through the other side of the clip. And then here is your bracelet. So it's got the spiral twist with the 3 different colors. And it's a pretty thick bracelet. It's round. And I'll show you some of the other ones that I made in the past. Here's one that I did with silver and maroon and black. And then here's another one that I did with purple, pink, and black. I think it looks cool with a metallic color, so I tend to pick those. So I hope that everyone enjoyed this tutorial. You can always leave me comments on YouTube and Facebook, post pictures of your creations to my Facebook page, and please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all of my latest tutorials. You can also find me on Pinterest and Instagram, so please feel free to subscribe to those as well. Thanks for watching!